Hi there, my name's John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and this is Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take an item from the dollar store and we tie them to the lectionary text. This is for April 27th, which is the second Sunday of Easter, and we are looking at the gospel lesson, which is out of the Gospel of John, the 20th chapter. This is the gospel lesson that always follows the Sunday following Easter. It's the second Sunday of Easter, and it's about Thomas, and Thomas saying that he wants to see the marks on the hands, and the nail, and the mark of the sword in the side. And so, what we're using playing cards from the dollar store, and here. So, what I'm going to do is show you what I'm going to do with the kids. I've got some cards here. I'm going to go through, I'm going to pick a card, and I'm going to ask you to guess what number it is. You're going to see if you can look into my mind, and you're going to see if you can guess the number. Alright? So, let's see here. Here we are. Alright, so, see if you can guess the number of what this one is. Alright, so, you got it? You got what it is? You're going to guess. You're going to read my mind and tell me what you think it is. 4? You knew that? That's ridiculous. They're not. No, I don't know how. They're not marked. Here, let's try another one here. Okay, here we go. You're gonna try to figure this one out. 6? What? How did you know? There's not writing on the back. What are you talking about? Oh, I'll try one more. One more, and we'll see. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Here we go. All right, see if you can figure it out. So what? You are good. You are scary good. What? There's writing on the back? Oh, that's silly. Oh, no wonder you could figure out what card this was. Yeah. Well, today, and then I'm going to go on and talk about how Thomas wanted to see Jesus. But Thomas wanted to see Jesus with the nails in his hands and the mark in his side, because that Thomas would know that was Jesus. Because anybody saying they were Jesus, that's one thing. But here Jesus appearing to them alive, Thomas saw the nails go in his side, got into his hand, and the sword into his side. And Thomas just wants to see what everybody else saw. And when Thomas sees this, Thomas knows it's the Lord. And he says, "My Lord, my God." And he makes that statement of faith. And so that's the general idea, and you can take it as a springboard and go with it. But the idea is using, you get these cards. They're just last year the Dollar Tree had marked cards, and we used those. But I'm going a little bit different route. They didn't have the marked cards, but they have the cheap cards here for $1. There's two packs. You get a blue pack and a red pack. Use the red pack. The main reason is because black shows up better on these red than the blue. It's easier to see. And so what I did was, I didn't bother marking any of the spades, but 2 through 9 on the hearts, I write the numbers on. And then 2 through 9 on the clubs. And when you get the cards, you have spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds. That's new deck order. So with the deck in new deck order, that puts the marked cards in the center of the deck. And it doesn't really matter. It just helps me remember that when I'm going through, I know which cards I've actually put markings on without going, oh, which ones? Okay. So I go through, and once I get into the hearts, I go, oh, okay, there we go. And then go on 9. What? You figure that out? And I put them in, and to run the gag a little bit more, then I turn the deck over and look through the first couple and go, there's nothing on the back. I can't figure out how you know it. And then you go through again, and then you show, and you come up again, and you're like, 6. What? how did you know that? And you show it. Now, here's a tip. When you have the cards, if you notice that I put these cards in, they are now face up, but I had them upside down. And that's because I forgot to do something early on, and that's when you put the cards in and you have the numbers facing up. On the joker that's on the face, which is how they come from in the case, put a little dot on the top of the joker here where what's face up. So when you pull out the deck and you start moving like this, you know which way your numbers are up. It's just easier because if you're holding, let's say for example, you're holding this like this, and they go, oh, it's a 9, and you go, yeah, it's a 9. But if you're holding it like this, they go, oh, it's a 6. No. And you could put a line underneath the 9 and all that, but it's not necessary if you just remember to mark your joker, and it tells you which way the deck's up. And it's the easiest marked deck around, and it gets a laugh because it's so obvious. And so the idea that it's so obvious when Jesus shows up that this is Jesus. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a blessed week.